Happy NALC Founders Day, brothers and sisters. On this day in 1889, 60 letter carriers gathered in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and established our great union, the NALC. We're now 136 years old. A lot's changed in 136 years. Our jobs have changed a lot, and certainly our union has more members. But effectively, our goal remains the same, and that is fighting for fairness and security for all letter carriers. Today, letter carriers receive back pay for several retroactive pay increases achieved in the 2023 National Agreement. If you have questions about back pay, I encourage you to go to our website at nalc.org. There are two resources there that will be very helpful to you. One is an article that will appear in the September edition of the Postal Record. It is a lengthy piece that thoroughly explains back pay as well as several of the other economic components of our collective bargaining agreement. We decided to make that available on the website prior to the magazine coming out next week due to the timing of back pay happening this week. That is a deep explanation that will answer most of your questions. We've also compiled a series of questions and answers that are available in one place on the website that answer many questions about a lot of different issues related to back pay. You can also find those questions and answers as well as links to the article I mentioned on all of our social media channels. Back pay is a reminder of what we can achieve when we fight hard and when we fight together, and that fight continues. We are deep in preparations for collective bargaining next year. We open collective bargaining in February of 2026, and our internal subcommittees that work to make preparations and ultimately draft and prepare the actual proposals that we submit in collective bargaining. That work is underway. Those committees are primarily made up of members of the Executive Council, NALC headquarters staff, as well as some other NALC members. And next week, the Executive Council will be here in D.C., and we're excited to really get that work rolling with each of those bargaining committees. Congress will also be back in D.C. next week, so our fight to protect us from the hazards that we face, such as crime and heat, and protect the benefits that we have earned over the years, our retirement benefits, our health care benefits, and to protect the Postal Service itself as a public service, to protect our jobs and protect the service that we provide to the American people that so often has come under attack. There's no question that as Congress comes back into town, and more than likely in the near future another round of budget reconciliation begins, we will have many, many battles to fight on that front. But we are ready to fight, and we will continue to do that. And lastly, we are in a battle every single day, as so many of you watching this that serve as representatives, whether you're a shop steward or you have some other role in our grievance arbitration process, and that is the continuous, perpetual battle to get the Postal Service to comply with the terms of our collective bargaining agreement. And it really comes down to dignity and respect. We negotiate and achieve collective bargaining agreements, we have for decades now, in good faith. It's a commitment from both parties. We hold up our end of the bargain and do our jobs. Postal Service, you have to do your job and simply comply with it. So as we continue to work and persevere through the challenges we face with contract compliance, that's going to continue to be a focus of ours, not just in collective bargaining, but immediately. So more to come on that here in the near future. So today on Founders Day, we should really honor and think about and remember all of the people over those 136 years that have made our union strong, that have continued to grow our union, continued to grow our capacity to represent our members, whether that's in collective bargaining or on Capitol Hill, or our members that are injured on the job, or whatever the case may be, and have continued to move letter carriers forward. That fight continues, and it's an excellent time for all of us to not just remember and recognize the history, but rededicate and recommit ourselves to continuing to fight the battles that are in front of us. Happy Founders Day, brothers and sisters.